Welcome back to the waiting room, a space for those living in the in-between. If waiting has made you second-guess yourself, compare your life to others, or feel anxious without knowing exactly why, you're not alone here. Before we begin, take one slow breath in and let it out gently. There is no rush in this space. Waiting does something subtle to the mind. It doesn't always show up as panic or fear. Sometimes it looks like overthinking, like replaying decisions, like quietly wondering if you did something wrong. Today, we're talking about why waiting often triggers anxiety, doubt, and comparison, even in people who are capable, grounded, and self-aware. If you found yourself thinking, everyone else seems ahead, or maybe I missed my moment, this episode is for you. Waiting removes certainty. The human brain craves predictability. When you know what's coming next, your nervous system can relax. Waiting removes that. You don't know when things will change. You don't know how. You don't even know if they will. So your mind tries to regain control by analyzing what you could have done differently, what you should be doing now, what others are doing instead. This isn't weakness. It's your brain trying to protect you in uncertainty. But without boundaries, that protection turns into anxiety. Doubt grows in silence. Waiting creates quiet. And in that quiet, doubt gets loud. You start questioning your choices, your worth, your timing, not because you suddenly became unsure, but because there's no feedback to reassure you. When effort doesn't lead to visible progress, doubt fills the gap. You think, maybe I'm not as capable as I thought. Maybe this delay says something about me. But absence of movement is not evidence of inadequacy. Silence does not mean failure. It just means the process is unfolding internally. Comparison becomes sharper during waiting seasons, not because you're insecure, but because you're vulnerable. When your own path feels unclear, other people's progress feels louder. You notice announcements, milestones, celebrations, evidence of arrival. And even when you're genuinely happy for others, something inside you tightens. Comparison thrives when you're tired, you're uncertain, you're longing for reassurance. Prolonged waiting often pulls you inward. You replay conversations, you analyze timelines, you anticipate outcomes that haven't happened. This mental loop is exhausting. It can disconnect you from your body, the present moment, simple joy. Anxiety in waiting isn't always about fear of failure. Often, it's fear of not knowing. And uncertainty asks more emotional energy than certainty ever does. This isn't about stopping anxious thoughts completely. It's about softening their grip. A few gentle anchors. Notice when comparison spikes, it often signals fatigue. Bring attention back to what is stable today. Limit exposure to spaces that intensify self-doubt. Ground in the body, breath, posture, movement. You don't need to resolve the future to feel steadier now. Stability can exist even when outcomes are unclear. If anxiety has been loud lately, let this be a moment of grounding. You are not failing because you're waiting. You are not behind because your path is quiet. Right now, it is enough to breathe, to soften your shoulders, to return to yourself. You are not late. You are learning, and this season still counts. If this episode resonated with you, you're welcome to share it with someone navigating uncertainty. Until next time, be gentle with yourself.